Hello. Funny angles, very bright. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, very quickly, is I get a lot of questions about my eyebrows. I, for years, have waxed my eyebrows. Had a beauty therapist do it. And then I was never really happy with the shape. I used to tint them as well so they were darker, but then I was never really happy with that either, because then I couldn't have them, you know, lighter or change them or whatever. So I just sort of started doing them myself one day. I just took the head stackers and was like, oh, I'm going to do it. So I've done it ever since, and ever since I started doing it myself, I've got a lot of compliments on my eyebrows. So yeah, anyway, at the minute they are a state. Some people I know like to maybe, you know, trace in a little line or whatever before they do theirs. And to be honest, you will see one of my eyebrows, I'll zoom in. One of my eyebrows is quite naturally well shaped. And oh, that's my psoriasis going mad there. You know, you can see the shape, and then this one is just sort of like so sometimes I do find that helps through this area here to just draw on to get a little definition. Anyway, let us begin. Oh, I just went out of focus there. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my spoolie, and I'm just going to brush all the hairs up. I do have a mirror in front of me, so I probably will maybe zoom you out a little further so you're not like on my face. I'm just going to brush all the hairs upwards. Okay, just so I can get the underneath shape in here that I want. What I do with these little wax strips things is you need to heat them up. So I just sort of like stick them between my legs or like under my arm or something. Not really fancy about the whole thing. As long as it heats it up, you know, I'm happy. So I'm going to cut this one in half. Badly, but you know, whatever. So I have this. Peels apart, she says. Whoop. And gives you 2 wax strips. Place this under the arch area of my brow. Okay. Just warming up on the skin a little. Hold your skin taut and pull. And it stings, and you will see, that's really gross, I don't know if you can see, but there's lots of little hairs there. Yucky, yucky. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same. This is just to get a really rough idea and to get rid of the majority of the little blondie hairs that are annoying me the most. If there's any biggies, you can generally, if they don't come out with wax, they're a lot easier to get with tweezers than the little blonde hairs are. So I'm going to do the same under this area in here. Raise my eyebrow a little bit. Because I've brushed all those hairs up, I can sort of see the shape quite well. If you need help with the pencil, you know, with like drawing a line in to give yourself some definition, go for it. That's fine. Do that before you do your waxing. Okay, so I'm going to just like turn around. There's the wee bit that I used there. I'm just going to turn it around the other way and use the unused bit on this inside part. Again, just heat it up a little. Hold the skin taut. Oh, I need to pull this way, I'm silly. And pull. It's not painful. Like, it's not, I'm not going to be like, it doesn't hurt at all. It hurts a little, but obviously it's, you know, it's bearable. It's fine. It's not like, oh, my face, or anything like that. It's aight. So I'm going to do, just finish tidying up underneath this brow. Next up, I'm going to use my Twizzler frames and just pull out any big hairs that I can see that maybe the wax didn't pull out. I'm actually going to lift my mirror close to my face. Hope that's okay and hope it doesn't disturb your guys' view too much, but obviously it's much easier for me to see. These tweezers aren't as good as my black ones, which makes me sad, but they shall have to do. I don't know how people like wax their eyebrows all the time. I find it really painful. Not wax, sorry, tweeze. Waxing's fine, tweezing, not fine. So I've just tidied up that underneath area. That is it. That's all. Let's just check. Tilty tilty. Okay, so now that I have that underside just looking a lot cleaner, I don't know how we're going to be able to see it, but you know. This is basically no wee hairs under there anymore. I am going to do the same on the top. Okay, I am going to repeat. A lot of people don't do this and they say, don't wax above your eyebrows. Well, I get little hairs there. Oh, hi, focusy focus. I get little hairs there and they annoy the crap out of me, so they gotta go. Simples. You don't want to, you don't have to, by all means. I literally just follow the shape of my brow, lay this bad boy down. I don't worry too much about this front part because we'll get there. This looks like it takes forever, but when I'm doing it myself it's like 5 minutes. And then the same along this outer edge. Make sure if you're like me and you have blonde eyebrows, you don't actually lift any of the hairs that you want there, because that can be unfortunate. And get like this little bit down here, because you will get like random little stray hairs. Okay. Perfect. Let's just tidy up those wee bits for me. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is use my spoolie. Spoolie, and my little scissors. I am going to brush the hair on my brows upwards, all directly up. Uppity, uppity, up. No, they're not all going to go directly up because obviously your brow hair grows at an angle and whatnot, but what I just want to do is push them up, and if there's any wee bits that, any wee hairs that sort of stick up higher than the rest, I'm just going to trim them a little bit. Do be a little careful when you're doing the inner corner, because the hairs are a lot more sparse there obviously than on the rest of your brow. So, oh, if you cut that really short or something, it's going to be very, very noticeable. I know it looks like there's a big gappy gap there on my brow, but there's not. Okay, so then you can just sort of, you know, comb them back into their normal shape. I know it looks like there's a gap here on my brow. There's not, it's just my hair is very blonde there. So the last thing I do is use the other half of my wee strip. And I will place this way across where I want my brow to start on the inside there. If you're not sure, you can always do the whole, you know, how's it? That points, you know, so you know where to start your brow. But I know where I want to start mine, so. Okay, that just takes out any wee hairs from down the middle of your brows. Do the same on the other side quickly while I'm here, because I can. So I'm going to do this one, which is going to be a little trickier. Just my eyebrows suck. But first thing I'm going to do is just try and get rid of some of the crap. And then I'll come back and show you how I fill them in. Yeah, and finish them off.